Hi and welcome back to my channel. You guys, I'm excited about this week's coaching video because this week I'm going to be talking about how to recreate your life. So let's jump right on in. So if you ever realize that your life isn't anything close to what you want it to be, like you had a desire for your life to be a certain way and you look at yourself and you go, wow, this is not where I had envisioned myself being, or this is not where I thought I would be at this point in my life. And I'm pretty sure at some point in time we all have done that. So whether your desire to change was spurred by a midlife crisis, a near-death experience, a shattering epiphany, or a painful separation, you still have time to create the life that you want. So let's jump in and let me tell you how. So number one, take an inventory of your life as it is right now. So I want you to take inventory of your life as it is right now. You need pen and paper. Okay. Now, in order to do this, I would encourage you to get you a little book like this that you can write in and take with you everywhere you go. So write down exactly what it is that's wrong with your life. What areas are you unhappy with? And I'll be very honest with you. I don't know that I have any areas of my life that I'm not happy with. I'd have to really think about that. But this is what we're talking about, to recreate your life. So write down what are those areas that you are just unhappy with and you really want to change. Number two, decide what you would change if there were no obstacles in your way. If there were no obstacles in your way, what is it about your life that you would change? Number three, take note of what is working in your life. So see, we talked about what's not working. So make a list of those things that are working in your life. Maybe you have a great handle on your finances, or your relationships are in a good place. Think of ways to build on what is going good for you. And this is something you should be doing every single day. Okay, number four, write down the changes that you want to make. You need to be specific. Okay, now let me say that one more time. You need to be specific when doing this, and then read over your list every morning and every night before you go to bed. Number five, choose one activity for each change that you can complete within the next 24 hours. Okay, so here's some suggestions. Maybe you need to break up with anybody that isn't fulfilling your needs. Okay, and that's anybody. All right. I mean, it could be, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friendship, a business relationship, whatever that thing is that's not fulfilling your needs. You need to break it off, honey, and let it go. Or update your resume or register for a class. Okay. If you have a family member that treats you bad, then now this is just me. If you have a family member that's treating you bad, I want you to sit down and have a come to Jesus meeting with that individual. And when I say a come to Jesus meeting, that's when you lay it all on the table. Look, this is what you're doing. I don't like it, and it stops today. And sometimes you might have to get a little close, lean in so they'll understand that you mean business. And I promise you, you probably won't have any. No, I'm not going to say probably. I promise you won't have any problems after that. But I digress. Let me go back to my notes. and like I said, but you need to let them know that this is it. Okay, I'm not dealing with this anymore. So remember, whatever it is that you do, it needs to be something you can complete in the next 48 hours. Or maybe you need to open up a savings account and start saving 10% of your paycheck. Create a timetable for paying off your debts. Whatever it is that you need to do, do that. Number six, make a list of your core values. If you could be any kind of person instantly, what would you be like? Write down your values and start living them out. Stop settling for values that have only made you miserable. Okay? Number seven, identify and accept your feelings. Your feelings are a guide to what is good and bad in your life. If something is making you angry, then figure out why and resolve the situation instead of pushing it away. See, ultimately times when things make us angry or they make us unhappy, we want to push it off to the side because we don't want to deal with it. I'm going to encourage you to stop doing that. Identify it, face it head on, because that's the only way you're going to make that thing go away. Number eight, practice what you preach. If you expect others to act a certain way, then act accordingly to the same standards in your life. Period. Number nine, maintain your standards. If you want a certain characteristic in other people, Then stop settling for relationships that don't meet your needs. You know what? Let me say that one more time because somebody needs to hear this. If you want a certain if you want a certain characteristic in other people, then stop settling for relationships that don't meet your needs. All too many times we do this, and I don't know why. Stop settling because you deserve better. If you want to take care of your body, then stop eating foods that make you unhealthy. So maintain your standards. Number 10, take steps towards achieving your goal. So go back to the list that you made that we talked about a few steps ago. If you need to pause the video, you can do that, or you can do it after. And start taking action steps toward the life that you want. See, you're not going to get the life that you want if you don't step out there and create it. Number 11, stay committed. You will run into obstacles along the way that will make you doubt yourself. However, you can't afford to go back to a life in which you silenced your dreams and tried to live according to someone else's values. Stay committed. And I'm going to tell you something else. Been down that road before. If you have someone in your life that doesn't value your dreams and causes you to kind of shrink back and move away from them, honey, they need to go. They need to go because you don't need anybody in your life that's going to stifle the dreams and the goals that you're setting for yourself. Number 12, find one person. I said one. Now, you may have many, but just one person who believes in you and in your dreams. Everyone needs someone who is supportive no matter what happens. Talk to that person about your victories, your setbacks, and your doubts. And I am so thankful, you guys. I'm so thankful that I have more than one person in my life that I can, talk to about my victories, my setbacks, and my doubts. I am so thankful. So I'm just saying one. Just find one person. But if you have more than one, oh, that is just a beautiful thing. Hold on to those people. Those are the people that you want in your circle of influence. Number 13, last but not least, spend less time with negative people. You may not be able to completely cut ties, and y'all know I've talked about this before, but you can choose how to most effectively spend your time. Visit unhelpful family members only, okay, only on major holidays, or avoid free spending friends who cause you to blow too much money on the weekends, okay? Get rid of the negative people. I talk about this all the time. If you have negative people around you, they need not be in your circle of influence, because in your circle of influence, these are the people that encourage you. These are the people that lift you up. These are the people that say, get up, you can, and keep going, it'll get better. These are the people you want around you. When you have those negative people, honey, you need to keep them, I was going to say at arm's length, but they need to be a little bit further away than that. They have no place. They have no place in your inner circle. They have no place around you, period. And sometimes those people are family members. So you can't get rid of them completely, but you can lessen the amount of time that you spend around them, or that you allow them to spend around you. Okay, so let's do a quick recap, and I promise I'll let you be. So today we talked about how to recreate your life, because if we're honest with ourselves, we can all look in the mirror and say, my life is good, or my life is great, or my life is crappy, whatever it is, and this is not exactly how I envision my life. Because as much as I love my life, it's not really how I envisioned it, and so I just have to keep working to get the life that I see myself having. So we talked about how to create your life, recreate your life. Number 1, take an inventory of your life as it is right now. And see, sometimes we don't like to do that because we don't want to see those things that we don't like, or I should say we don't want to acknowledge them, but you have to take inventory of where your life is right now, because if you don't take inventory of where things are, how can you fix it? Number 2, decide what you would change if there were no obstacles in your way. Number 3, take note of what is working in your life. Number 4, write down the changes that you want to make. Number 5, choose one activity for each change that you can complete within the next 48 hours, and I promise you, you have more than you think you do. Number 6, make a list of your core values. Number 7, identify and accept your feelings. Again, you've got to identify your feelings, and you've got to accept them for what they are. Number 8, practice what you preach. That is so important, you guys. Practice what you preach. Let me tell you something. There is nothing that I tell you guys on my channel that I don't practice, because I'm one of those people that I truly believe in practicing what you preach. So if I tell you you should do it, I promise you I'm doing it myself. Number 9, maintain your standards. Number 10, take steps towards achieving your goals. Number 11, stay committed. You guys, I cannot stress this one enough. You have got to stay committed. Just because it doesn't look like what you want it to be, don't give up. You've got to stay committed. And the only time you do, I hate to use the term give up, the only times you walk away from that thing is if you hear from God himself and he says to you, you know what, that's not the direction I need you to go in. So instead of you going on the straight path, I need you to veer off to the right just a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Other than that, you stay committed to the straight path that you're on. And you only deviate, like I said, when you've prayed about it and you've heard from God telling you that this is not what you need to do. Number 12, find one person who believes in you and your dreams. And we talked about this person is someone that you can talk to about everything. You can share your victories. You can share your setbacks, your doubts, your insecurities, all of that stuff. And I'm so thankful, like I said, that I have quite a few people that I can share those things with. And number 13, spend less time with negative people. Honey, I can do a whole show on talking about that particular subject. If you have negative, not God, I'm sorry. If you have negative people around you, you've got to get rid of those people, because number one, they mean you no good. And you know that old saying, misery loves company? It's true. So that's all I have for you guys for today. You know, I always want to stress this. If there's a topic, and thank you for those of you that do reach out to me and ask me to talk about certain things. If there is a topic that you want me to talk about, please always let me know. I'll leave my contact information in the description box so that you can reach me, and let's have a conversation, because I want to talk about the things that are relevant to you, things that will help you in your everyday life. So that's all I have, you guys. This time I'm serious. I have nothing else unless I can think of something else, but I think that's it. That's all I have. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And so your takeaway this week is, after the things that I've shared with you, I want you all to really look at your life and see how you can recreate it. Because I promise you, you have room to do some recreating. So until next time, love you guys, and we'll talk again soon.